श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ दक्षिणे लक्ष्मणो यस्य वामे तु जनकात्मजा पुरतो मारुतिर्यस्य तं वन्दे रघुनन्दनम्। ॐ अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं धनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। श्री राम जय जय राम।
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 बोलिए सियावर रामचंद्र की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। We saw yesterday till Doha number 45 of Sundarkand how Vibhishana, leaving Ravana, and why did he leave? Because he was kicked out by Ravana, because he was asked to leave and he had no other choice. He had to leave him, and he told everyone and Ravana also that I still feel that if you go and surrender to Bhagwan and return Sita ji, that only will be best for you. And saying that, he said, now I am going because you have kicked me out. Now don't say that I am wrong. I am going now. Dehu jani khori. And after that he came and he met Bhagwan. He said words of submission and Dandavat, he fell at the feet of Bhagwan. Now this entire prasanga of Vibhishana Sharanagati is to be understood that we also say that I also want to surrender to Bhagwan. But how? What do we need to do? What is the way of surrendering? Can I also go somewhere and then say, okay, Bhagwan, I have come to you. But then you say, now Bhagwan is not available physically, what to do? So where to go and what to say? So there are lots of questions about how to do Sharanagati, how to choose Bhagwan. In our daily life also, there are various steps that we can take towards Sharanagati. So it is said, Shadvidha Sharanagati. There are 6 steps to surrender. So how to surrender also is being taught. So how is it? So first step is, it is said, Anukulyasya Sankalpaha. What is it? Whatever is Anukula, whatever will take us towards Bhagwan, that has to, Sankalpa means that has to become a firm thought which will convert into action. I should practice what is healthy. And this is true for any surrender, not just surrender to Bhagwan in the way of devotion. Any surrender. If I say I want good health, okay. Healthy lifestyle, okay. So now start. How to start? Anukulyasya sankalpah. What is conducive to health? What will take me towards it? I should do that. Sankalpa does not just mean I have thought about eating healthy food. I am still thinking. It is not just Sankalpa means I resolve and do it also. In Vibhishana, where do we find Anukulyasya Sankalpaha? He was doing his sadhana, but that sadhana did not lead him to Sharanagati, which happened eventually. But what led him to Sharanagati? Actually taking action. Otherwise, intention he had. Just intention without action is not taking us anywhere. There is no progress happening. Here is Anukulyasya Sankalpaha. So Hanumanji gave that inspiration, those few words exchanged with Hanumanji, and that's what made him, I also have a responsibility. I also have to do something for the Lord. And if I serve from here, that's when I go closer to Him. So that is my path. So he did. And so now he was not silent, he actually voiced out. Puja Gurudev in the Bhagavad Gita, he used to say that what is required is active resistance to evil. If there is something wrong happening, I should not just keep quiet. If I can do something, I should do, or at least I should resist, I should protest. That much, at least in my own way. And it need not be violent, it can be peaceful protest, but something has to be done, and there is no occasion where nothing can be done. And it is said, if you feel nothing can be done, at least prayer is possible, which Mandodari also did. So similarly, here, so something, whatever is possible, do that. Basic sadhana, keep doing. Whatever is anukula, whatever is conducive, do that. Choose that. And along with that, pratikulyasya varjanam. So what is conducive, I choose that. But what is unconducive, I stay away from it. I avoid that. जो प्रतिकूल है उसको छोड़ना भी. So what is conducive, what takes me towards my goal, I choose and do that. And what keeps me away from my goal, I stop doing that. Being a silent spectator of all the wrongdoings is unconducive. I have to stop that. I have to take responsibility. I cannot just be passive and say, okay, I am helpless, what to do? No. Pratikulyasya varjanam. And not only in one's own life, even help others to understand that pratikula should be stopped. And that is why he told Ravana also. He said, Ravan, for you also this is not good. And a person who chooses this for oneself, that person only is able to tell others also. Otherwise, we are other way around. Paropadeshe Pandityam. We will advise everybody, you should do like this, you should do like that. We are very good at giving suggestions. But when it comes to action, that I can't do. No, you should do like this. No, first practice and then preach. So, anukulyasya sankalpaha pratikulyasya varjanam. To stop whatever is unconducive in our own lives also. If I want spiritual progress, what is conducive, that I should do. What is unconducive, I should stop. Both are important. If I do what is conducive and also not stop what is unconducive, then it's not. Now doctor gives us a prescription of medicines, and also that same prescription says what all you should avoid. Don't drink cold water. So I am taking medicine for my throat, but I am having cold water also. Then what is the point? That's not going to help me achieve. So anukulya se sankalpaha, take the medicine, but pratikulya se varjanam. But what all has to be avoided should be avoided. Okay. Not just that. Also have that firm faith. Rakshishyati iti vishwasaha. Having that firm faith that Bhagwan will protect me. I have started my journey towards the Lord, but I don't know if He will protect me or not. I am still doubtful. Let me go and try surrendering to Him. If it is try and all, nothing is going to happen. Somebody beautifully said that, let us say this object is there. Keep it here. And then say, okay, you lift it. So, okay, I lift it. Now put it down. Put it down. Now, try to lift it. Try. Don't lift. Try to lift. What will happen? Trying to lift means not lifting only. I am trying. I am trying to lift. I am trying, still trying. I am trying. See, I am trying to lift. Means what? I am not lifting. I have lifted. Yes, trying only will give us the result or success. But I cannot keep on trying only. And that too, we try Guru, we try Bhagwan. I have tried this Guru. He is so far good. But, I am trying little bit more. Then if he suits me, then I will go ahead with him. Otherwise, I am planning to go, at nearby city there is another new Guru has come. नया गुरु आया है मार्केट में. जरा थोड़ा वो भी देख के आते हैं. Let us try gurus. That doesn't work. When we are surrendering to the Lord, rakshishyati iti vishwasaha. I am convinced that He will protect me. Not because He has told me, not because He has promised someone, not because I have heard about that, but I know that His nature is to protect. That's why Hanumanji also felt very happy. Sharana agata vatsala bhagavana. Hanumanji also was very happy to hear Bhagwan's words. So here he is saying that I have complete faith. And that is why as soon as he left, मैं रघुबीर शरण अब जाऊं देहु नहीं खोरी. Vibhishan said, I am going to his feet. You should also go, but you are not going. You are not ready now. What can I do? But I am going. I am going means what? What confidence that I know He will protect me. He will accept me. Rakshishyati iti vishwasaha. This kind of unshakable faith is what will actually help us surrender. Yes, it is possible. Yes, He will protect me. Rakshishyati iti vishwasaha. And then the fourth step is goptrutve varanam tatha. He will protect because that is Bhagwan's nature. But do I choose to be protected? Sometimes I am so much far away that even if somebody wants to help me, they can't help. We resist so much sometimes. Varanam means to choose, to be protected. I choose to be protected. I am available to be protected. Oh Lord, please protect me. That attitude. Now, in our day-to-day lives also, this choice, we say that whenever you need help, you should not have that ego problem. You should ask for help. And when somebody needs help, you should again offer help. So both ways, we must help and we should get help also if required. We are all, after all, social beings. So it is important that give and take always happen. So I should not have that prestige issue. I will not ask for anything. मैं किसी के सामने हाथ नहीं फैलाता and all these kind of things. I was practical. Yes, I need help. Okay, let me take help. So whenever I need help, I take help, and whenever somebody needs help and I can, then I offer help also. But sometimes we don't know how to take help. Somebody says, may I help you? No, 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 no. I'm fine. I'm fine. I will manage. I will manage. They say, okay, you manage. And then they say, nobody is coming to help also. But you only said you will manage, you won't need help. That I said. They should have asked once or twice more. No, okay. And some people once or twice, 20 times they will ask. But still, no, 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 I don't want anything. I don't want anything. So the person who wants to help finds it very difficult to help. And it happens in our lives. All of us do this once, sometime or the other. We all must have done this. Being difficult to help. So somebody is there ready to offer help. No, no, no. No, 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 I'm okay. I'm okay. No, no, I will help you. No, 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 I'm fine. I'm fine. So it becomes very difficult for anyone to gracefully accept also sometimes. It's okay. So giving help, taking help, both needs maturity and understanding. It is not just that I will give. The scriptures have said you should give, never take anything. Yes, okay, as much as we can give, we give. But sometimes if we have to receive it, we should receive also gracefully. There's nothing wrong. It's okay. जरूरत पड़ी ठीक है, इसमें क्या है? And somebody is offering help. We are not asking somebody to get out of home, come here and then help me and go back home. Not like somebody is there nearby and that person is offering. ठीक है, gracefully act. Goptrutva, same way, Bhagwan wants to protect, but I am not ready to be protected. I don't choose to be protected. That is making his job more difficult. नहीं, मैं करूंगा ही नहीं, मैं आऊंगा ही नहीं आपके पास. I will not listen to you only. If I listen only, then to follow or not follow is a question. I won't listen only then. So even if someone wants to help, even if Bhagwan wants to protect, sometimes we protest so much to that protection. Goptrutva varanam, to choose to be protected by the Lord. And there also there has to be wisdom. This man drowning in floods prayed to God. One boat came. He said, no, 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 God will come. One helicopter came. No, 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 you go, God will come. And finally, drowned. Asked God, why you didn't come to protect? I came to protect, but did you choose? You were protesting. You were expecting that I should come with Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. If I come with Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, how will I protect you? All my hands are already occupied. I needed to get the boat. I needed to get a helicopter, but then you were not choosing. You have to choose. And choosing protection of the Lord is more important than the how part. This is very important. Goptatva Varnam Tatha means he chose, I want to go to the Lord. Now, how he will reach, what will happen, whether he will meet or not, all these things he didn't have any problem. He said, I want to go, that's all. And he will protect me. That Vishwas was there, and he chose to surrender to Bhagwan. Goptritva Varanam Tatha. That's all. He did not think about whether the Vanar Sena will let me go there, whether they will imprison me, whether they will catch hold of me, whether I will be allowed to go. Nothing. The how part, Bhagwan will take care. I have to choose. This is what is a very, very important thing about goal setting also, that we have to set our goal and have complete faith that I will reach the goal and put in all effort to reach the goal. Keep my mind totally centered in the goal. To some extent, yes, I can plan, but not too much of detail. And if we look at Vibhishana's thing, he chose Bhagwan, and therefore he got a circumstance which forced him to go to Bhagwan. Before this, he still was a devotee, but there was no circumstance, there was nothing that came up that he could go there, and he felt it is impossible. But now, this is what the transformation due to Bhagwan, Hanumanji's satsang. And Hanumanji here is playing a role of a guru. That guru comes to our life, he gives us a little bit of upadesha, that we are inspired and we start. And then mind is, I want to go to Bhagwan. And what happened? Ultimately, he decided that anything unconducive, unhealthy, I will stop. Anything that is healthy, I will do. He changed his own lifestyle. He changed his own actions. And because of that, he had a situation in which he could go. This is the choice, not the how part. How, that was managed. So too much of detailed planning, and we sometimes want to start work with perfection. But perfection is the goal. I cannot start my journey with perfection. So I am doing all this so that I reach perfection. So Goptritva Varanam Tatha. Then when he reached there, what did he do? Two more things. The Karpanya means दीन भाव से उनको बोलना, submitting, verbal submission. That is called Karpanya. I have come to you. Please accept me. We have to say it also. And Atma Nikshepa. Nikshepa means to throw. Atma Nikshepa. Throw yourself at his feet. Dandavat Pranam. See, all these six. Anukulyasya Sankalpaha. Pratikulyasya Varjanam. Rakshishyati iti Vishwasaha. Goptritve Varanam Tatha. Atma Nikshepa Karpanye. These six things. Shadvidha Sharanagatihi. All six steps are there in this Vibhishana Sharanagati Prasanga. And it is not just in the spiritual field, even in worldly affairs, these six are required to attain any goal. These six are required. Because without surrender, no success is possible. Somewhere surrender is necessary. And that's what here Vibhishanji teaches us, that it may appear to be impossible, but still you keep doing your jobs. The impossible will become possible. See, otherwise, if Vibhishana would have chosen there to go there, Ravan would have killed him. Right? And, how dare you leave me and go to the enemy? I'll kill. Now what happened? Ravan only asked him to go. Although it was not a very happy occasion, but he only drove him out and said, go. So impossible became possible. How? He just had his mind in the goal. He chose that I want to attain the Lord. That's about it. He had firm faith that he will protect me, he will accept me. And he just did what was necessary to be done. He stopped everything that is stopping him from going closer to him. And when he reached there, he spoke and verbally submitted himself and physically also fell at the feet of the Lord. His Sharanagati was complete. This is just one understanding. Now, with this respect to this, sometimes homework also. We attend classes, then we get homework also. So, one homework. We can think about Arjuna's Sharanagati, which is seen only in Bhagavad Gita itself. There is one step of Sharanagati in the second chapter. There is something in the 11th chapter, something in the 18th chapter. So we can think about it later, not now. And parts of his Sharanagati is before the war began also. So we can think about it with respect to what we just discussed. Then we will understand where we stand, what kind of Sharanagati we have done, what steps have we followed. Sometimes this Karpanya comes very easily to us without meaning anything, of course. Bhagavan, you are my savior. I am offering myself to you. Whatever you do, please take care of me. Please take care of me. Bhagavan says, okay, I will take care of you. But where is my food? You didn't give me food. I didn't say I will give you food. I said I will take care of you. Take care of you means without food, what is taking care? This is not done. So then we have protests everywhere. Bhagavan is saying, I told you I will take care of you. Why are you worried? The first question is of food only. Even people go for Mauna, Sadhana and all these things. There are places where people go for Mauna, Sadhana and all. So for 7 days, 10 days and all, they go to one place and they have facility. You just stay there alone and just do your own sadhana and remain silent. First question is, खाना मिलता है क्या उधर? And is it good food? Proper nice food, no? It's tasty, no? And enough you get. And if you want more, can we ask for more? This is the main inquiry. Nothing about what sadhana I can do, how I can, nothing. These are the things we are more worried about. But here, Vibhishan is teaching us what kind of Sharanagati is complete. And when we take other examples also of various devotees, then we understand our standing also. It is more important to understand where we stand and where we need to move ahead. So, as kahi karat dandavat dekha, and then immediately Ramchandra ji Ramchandra went and picked him up and embraced him. And Deen Vachan Suni Prabhu Man Bhava Bhuj Bisal Gahi Hridaya Lagawa. He was so happy to see this submissions, to see this Sharanagati, and he immediately embraced him and made Vibhishan sit next to him. And Bhagavan is very happy, he makes them sit next to himself. Even Hanumanji also, he made him sit. Come, sit down, tell me, what? How did you do all these things? Like that, he is telling. Kahu Lankesh Sahit Parivara Kusahal Kuthahar Vastuman. He addressed Vibhishana as Lankesh. And what? Everyone thought, Brahman has come. What happened? Bhagavan says, you are only Lankesh. Why? Because I have decided. So it's a matter of time. You are only Lankesh. So tell me, how are you and how is your family? Because you live in a very, uncoveted place, unenviable situation you are in. That place, who would want to stay? He's saying, Khal mandali basahu din rati sakha dharma nibahe ke bhati. He's saying, oh sakha, oh friend. See, first, king of Lanka, first address. Second address, oh dear friend. He's saying, you are surrounded by these people who do not follow anything of dharma, how are you able to follow your dharma? How are you able to do your sadhana and all, in spite of living in all unconducive situation? Now we have to think. Vibhishan was doing his sadhana regularly, consistently for a long period of time when he was surrounded by everyone who was not just not interested in this, but also were opposed to this. Are we living in Lanka? Ravana's Lanka? Of course not. Is somebody stopping us from doing anything good? No, anybody is saying that you should not do your sadhana. Nothing. No obstacle from outside. Sometimes we feel that more and more challenges come, that's when we become more sincere and steadfast in our sadhana. Otherwise, when everything is conducive and comfortable, we end up doing nothing. We are wasting our time. So here Vibhishana, Bhagwan himself is asking, how are you able to do all your sadhana and follow dharma even when surrounded by all these wicked people? He's saying, मैं जाना हूं तुम्हारी सब रीति अति नय निपुण न भाव नीति. I know very well that you don't like anything wrong being done. I know you very well. Barubhal vas narak kartata dushta sang jani de bitata. Bhagwan is saying, even if we have to live in hell, that is okay. But if we have to live in bad company, may we never get something like that. Dussanga. Naradji has said in another place, Dussangaha sarvatha eva tyajya. Bad company should be given up immediately in every way possible. Because what thoughts will enter inside and what we will end up doing, we don't know. So here, Bhagavan is himself saying that even living in Naraka is okay, but not in Dushta Sangha. May we not get Dushta Sangha. Now, Vibhishan is saying, Bhagavan, what you are saying, I am in trouble and all those things. I am fine. I have no trouble. Why? Maybe till I met you, I was considering myself to be in trouble. But now I have no sorrow at all in life. तब लगी कुशल न जीव कहूं सपने मन विश्राम जब लगी भजत न राम कहूं शोक धाम तजी काम. Saying, till the time any jiva does not remember Bhagwan and worship him, till that time he is unhappy. But the moment he gives up all other desire and just dedicates himself to the Lord, there is no sorrow. And this is equally true even for our worldly pursuits. If we are totally dedicated to the goal without having any other desires and distractions, that is what will ensure success. There is no burden, there is no sorrow. Otherwise, every little action will be a burden upon us. So he said, Bhagwan, Jiva by nature is living in the darkness of ignorance. But I know as soon as the sun of Bhagwan's grace rises, all this darkness disappears. And that's what has happened to me. So thank you very much that you have accepted me and now I am very happy. I have no regrets. I have no complaints. See, when we go to God also, if we keep on complaining, Bhagwan, this is a problem, that is a problem, this is a problem. Bhagwan says, I have called you to myself. Coming to me also, if you are only going to cry and complain, then better you stay where you are only. So going to Bhagwan also, if you are only going to cry and complain. Here Bhagwan, Vibhishan is saying, I have no complaints, I have no sorrow in life. I am happy because I have seen you. What more do I want? Done. You have accepted me. That enough. मैं निसिचर अति अधम स्वभाव शुभ आचरण कीन नहीं काऊ जासु रूप मनि मुनि ध्यान न आवा ते ही प्रभु हर्षि हृदय मोहिलावा. He's saying, I am so fortunate. Why? What complaint can I possibly have? Why? Because I am born in a Rakshasa kula. I am by nature tamasic. I don't understand all these things and all. You are praising me unnecessarily. I have not done much. And what have I got in return? Without doing anything at all, what have I got in return? He's saying, I have got that Bhagwan who these Rishi Munis and all for years and years together sit down and meditate upon and try to gain the vision of that Bhagwan, they don't get. After years of sadhana, that same Lord has embraced me and accepted me as his own, called me Sakha, called me, with so much of love, addressing me and speaking to me. What more can I expect from life? I have got the greatest, the highest, which I possibly don't deserve. I can't say I have done anything to gain this, but still I have got. So what complaint can I ever have? And when we also identify and remember what all we have received till date, for which we cannot take any credit. Every day we are getting a sunrise. Sun is rising every single day. There is warmth on this earth. I'm talking very basic. Whenever we inhale, oxygen is there in the atmosphere, it is going inside. Even if we have polluted it so much, but still, we are still able to breathe. We are still able to live. Is it not a miracle? What have I done to gain this? My body is okay. My senses are fine. My mind is able to think. What credit can I take? I eat food every day, even junk, but it all gets digested. How? All these years, I have been living a life carefree, not even thinking about how things will happen, what will happen. No worries. Every night I make a to-do list and plan for the next day and sleep, and next day I get up. Is that not a miracle? With the things I do in life, actually I should have died long back. Still, this body, it is said, an average heart is manufactured to go on for 200 years. What credit can we take for that? It is constantly working, even if we sleep. Everything is continuing. What credit can we take? Whatever we have received, people's love. Do we really, honestly, if we sometimes look into the mirror and look at our own reflection and ask, do you really deserve love that you get? We don't understand why people are bearing with us. सहन कर रहे हैं, हमको प्यार नहीं करते. मतलब उसके सहन करने लायक ही हैं हम, पर फिर भी प्यार करते हैं. This love that we are getting, what credit can I take? What have I done to deserve this? Actually speaking, there is nothing that I can take credit for. Everything I have got. And when I recognize this and remember this, that's when I understand that there is nothing to complain. What is there to complain? थोड़ा सा कुछ इधर उधर हो गया, उसमें क्या इतनी बड़ी बात हो गई? Bhagavan has given us so much. So this is only grace. And when we feel that gratitude, that is what makes us fulfilled. That is the secret of happiness. It is not getting so many things. Because even if we get a lot of things, but we don't feel grateful, then it is useless. But even if we have the minimum, but we feel grateful for everything, then it is fulfillment, that is joy, that is real bliss. And here Vibhishan is saying, what should I complain for? There is nothing to complain. I am happy. In fact, I am the happiest. अहो भाग्य मम अमित अति राम कृपा सुख पुंज देखे नयन बिरंच शिव सेव्य जुगल पद कंज. Bhagavan, I am aho bhagya, I am so very fortunate that I have got to see you. I have got to see your lotus feet, which are actually served by Brahmaji, Shivji, etc. So I am very fortunate. What I have received, that is much more than what I can complain for. So I choose to look at what I have got and feel grateful rather than thinking about what I did not get and feel sad. I choose not to be sad. That is what Puja Gurudev used to say, refuse to be unhappy. Refuse to be unhappy. Means what? Don't keep on thinking about what I have not got in life. Think about what all I have got and be happy. That is refusing to be unhappy. Now this next portion is very beautiful. And here Ramchandra ji is introducing himself. See, to know anyone, there are two possibilities. One is a biography, other is an autobiography. Okay, what will be more authentic? Because I know myself very well. So when I say anything, that will be the truth. Other people, they may see something and they may perceive something. They may write whatever. If somebody is very devoted to me, then they may exaggerate and say, oh, nobody so good as him. And somebody who is angry with me, they will write nobody as bad as him. But I know who I am, and when I give my own introduction, that will be the most authentic, that will be the truth. Now here Bhagavan is telling about himself, and not just about himself, he is also telling how to attain him also. What is the best way to attain him? In Sri Ram Gita, Ramchandra ji told Lakshman ji that Lakshman ji had asked, what is bhakti? That time, Ramchandra ji said, whatever makes my heart melt quickly, जाते बेगी द्रवो में भाई so mama bhagati bhagat sukhadai. So he said that bhakti is what? That which will make my heart melt immediately. So here Bhagavan is saying, what is it that will make his heart melt? And Vibhishan already has done that. Bhagavan's heart has already melted. But he is making Vibhishan the medium to all of us, that what is the way. So he is saying, who am I? And how can you attain me? Both these things Bhagavan is now telling. Very beautiful. So after Doha number 47, we will read. सुनहु सखा निज कहु सुभाओ, जानबु सुंदि शंभु गिर जाओ, जौन रहोहि चराचर द्रोही, आवे सबय सरन तकी मोही, तजि मद मोह कपट छल नाना, करऊँ सद्य तेहि साधु समाना, जननी जनक बंधु सुत दारा, तनु धनु भवन सुहृद परिवारा, सबके ममता ताग बटोरी, मम पद मनहि बांध बरि डोरी, समदर्शी इच्छा कछु नाहि, हर्ष शोक भय नहीं मन माहि, अस सज्जन मम उर बस कैसे, लोभी हृदय बसई धनु जैसे, तुम सारिके संत प्रिय मोरे, धरऊ देह नहीं आननि होरे, सगुन उपासक परहित, निरत नीति दृढ़ नेम, ते नर प्राण समान मम, जिनके द्विज पद प्रेम, सुनु लंकेश सकल गुण तोरे, ताते तुम अतिशय प्रिय मोरे, राम बचन सुनि बानर जूथा, सकल कहि जय कृपा बरूथा, सुनत विभीषण प्रभु के बानी, नहीं अघात श्रवणामृत जानी पद अम्बुज गहि बारहि बारा हृदय समातन प्रेम अपारा सुनहु देव सचराचर स्वामी प्रणत पाल उर अंतर जामी उर कछु प्रथम वासना रही प्रभु पद प्रीति सरित शोभहि अब कृपाल निज भगति पावनी देहु सदा शिव मन भावनी एवमस्तु कहि प्रभु रन धीरा मागा तुरत सिंधु कर नीरा जदपि सखा तव इच्छा नाही मोर दरसु अमोघ जग माही अस कही राम तिलक तेहि सारा सुमन वृष्टि नभ भई अपारा रावण क्रोध अनल निज श्वास समीर प्रचंड जरत विभीषण राख्यो दीन खंड जो संपत्ति शिव रावण ही दीन दिए दस माथ सोई संपदा विभीषण ही सकुच दीन रघुनाथ सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय भूपति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। सुनहु सखा निज कहो सुभाव। O Sakha, O friend, please listen. I am going to tell you about myself. And only few people know about it. Kagbusundji, Shivji, all these great devotees only know about it. He's saying, even if a person has committed many unforgivable sins, still, if he gives up all his arrogance, all his pretentiousness, damba, man, everything, and he comes to me, surrendering to me, seeking my refuge, he is saying, I shall immediately forgive him and protect him. Karau sadhyatehi sadhu samana, and I will purify him, make him like a sadhu. So Hanumanji also told the same thing to Ravana. And here also he is saying. And how to come to you? Okay, we may have committed some mistakes and all in the past, but now, okay, pushing it away. Now I want to come to you. I want to make a change. How do I come to you, Bhagwan? How do I surrender at your feet? He is saying, right now, our mind, if we have to think of every thought of our mind as a string, as a thread, then these threads of the mind are all tied to various things in life. Janani, Janaka, mother, father, Bandhu, siblings, Suta, children, Dara, spouse, Tanu, body, Dhanu, wealth, Bhavana, house, Suhrada, friends, Parivara, family. This is only some sample. There will be much more. And we know, so we don't need too much. We know this domain is ours. So we know better than Bhagwan. Bhagwan, only this much, I can say 100 more I can say. So all our thoughts, our mind is pulled apart, tied to each of these objects and much more. So therefore, how will we ever even progress or move? Because somewhere we are pulled here, somewhere we are pulled here, somewhere there, somewhere up, somewhere down, everywhere something or the other. Everything, we are attached to so many things in the world. And attached to means we are constantly thinking about these things only. Mental dory, mental threads are there with which all these objects are tied. Now, Bhagavan gives us the technique. What does he say? Sabke mamata tag batori. All these different strands of thread that are there, all you collect them together. Hmm? Untie the knots and collect all the strands together. सबको इकट्ठा कर लो. Then twist it around. Then what will happen? It will become a strong rope. रस्सा हो जाता है बड़ा सा. Then what to do with that rope? मम पद मन ही बांध बरी डोरी. With that rope, you tie it to my feet. बांध बरी. Bari means jabardasti. Because easily mind will not listen. And bari second meaning is tightly. Knot it twice. Don't do a shoelace knot that you pull it and it comes off. Tight double knot so that it doesn't come off. Mama pada manahi bandh bari dori. This way, practically, Bhagavan is showing that if there are so many threads and these threads don't have any strength, because single strand of a thread, it will break. But when all these are collected and made into a rope, it is so strong, and that strong rope you tie with my feet. Then what happens? Then I will do my job. This is your job, I will do. So now Bhagavan is telling, he said, no, my swabhav I will tell you. So he's saying, people think something about me. And they have said, even scriptures have said things about me. But I want to tell you, I want to expose myself. I want to tell you the reality about me. Oh, what is it? Samadarsi ichha kachunahi harish sok bhay nahi manamahi asa sajjana mama urbas kaise lobi hriday basai dhanu jaise. The people say that I am impartial, I love everyone equally and all. But some people are special to me. What kind of people? Who are Samadarsi. When they have given up all attachments, their relationship with everyone is equal. Mind is at peace. Ichha kachunahi, there is no different attachments and desires. There is no sudden exhilaration and dejection and sudden, this fits of joys and sorrows, no fear, no anger. Asa sajjan, such kind of a good person, lives in my heart like wealth lives in the heart of a greedy person. Which means I love those people much more. तुम सारिखे संत प्रिय मोरे धरो देह नहीं आननी हो रे. Bhagavan has said to the extent Vibhishan that saints like you are the reason for me to take avatar. There is no other reason. So why did Bhagavan come? Why did he take avatar? Not to destroy Rakshasas, because destroying Rakshasas he could have done just like that. Because anyway main switch he only has. So he can just switch it off. Gaya. Ravan, ha, drawing, gone. Over. So for him that was not a big deal. He didn't come to destroy evil. That he can do anyways. Even sitting in Ayodhya he could have destroyed Ravan. But it was for saints and devotees that he comes. This answers a question that we often have. Kali Yuga, so much of adharma is happening, so bad things are happening. When will Kalki Avatar take place? When will Bhagavan come? Bhagavan is not going to come because of evil. That he can handle. Bhagavan will come if he finds devotees. So if we want him to come soon, we have to become devotees. We have to become his lovers. And when a lover calls for Bhagavan, he can't wait. He has to come. So it is not for adharma that he will come. He will come for bhakta only. So here he is saying, Saguna upasaka parahit nirata niti dridha nema. A person who is doing regular puja, he is helping everybody else and is righteous, following the social norms and scriptural injunctions. That kind of a person. Dridha name. This is a very beautiful another tip that is given for bhakti. That when there is name means niyama. When niyam is followed, when rules are followed, then what happens? Tena prana samana mama jinke dvijpada prem. Such a person is very, very dear to me, who respect and revere the noble ones, the ones who are knowledgeable, who are devoted, saints. Those who respect them, they are dear to me. And name and prema coming together is indicative of, if we want more and more prema, bhakti, then we have to follow name, niyam. So through nema, prema will come. So that is why sadhana is important. And then Bhagavan is saying, Sunu Lankesh sakala guna tore. Oh Lankesh, all these qualities are there in you. Tahate tum atisaya priyamuri. Therefore, you are very, very dear to me. Now see, Vibhishan's love story, he thought it was one-sided. He asked Bhagavan also, he asked Hanumanji also, Hanumanji, does Bhagavan even know? I am his bhakta, but will he give me darshan? So he thought his story was one-sided, but now he came to know that Bhagavan loves him much more than his love. And that is the truth. That is why when Ramchandraji's message was told to Sita ji, what did Ramchandraji say? That tattva prem kar mama arutora janat priya ek man mora. Only my mind knows. Only I know what the real essence of our love is. And Hanumanji said, Bhagavan loves you double than your love. That's what is a love between Jiva and Ishvara. So here, having known that all Vanaras were so happy, they all started saying, Syavar Ramachandra ki! Vanaras said, Jai. Rakshasas did not say, Syavar Ramachandra ki! Now there are more Vanaras. Okay. So, we all, then Vibhishanji was so touched and overwhelmed, and he fell at his feet, fell at Bhagavan's feet, and he was feeling so fortunate and grateful. And at that time, he told Bhagavan, you told about yourself, I also want to say about myself something. You are again going to say, I am bad, then I don't want to listen. No, I am not going to say all those things. That is over. Now I understood. Your love I have got, then why I can't be bad or anything. I understood. I am not going to cry now. Okay, now tell me, what do you want to say? Vibhishan says, Bhagavan, when I left Ravan and came, at that time I had some thoughts. This is actually a confession. I said, what is it? That I had some thoughts that, Ravan, he is Atyachari and he is not ruling over the people properly. If somebody makes me the king, I will rule over Lanka better. I will show how it is to be done and what is leadership and all. So I had those thoughts that, he doesn't know how to do it. He's doing it wrong. And if I get a chance, I will do it better. Such kind of thoughts were there in my mind. But now, having got Bhagavan's love, all that has gone, Bhagavan. So he is telling, please don't make me Lankesh and all. Now I don't have that desire. Pratama hi kachu vasana rahi, Prabhupad preeti sarit so bahi. It has flown away, it has gone now. Now, all I want, Bhagavan, is ab kripal nij bhagati pavani, deho sada siva mana bhavani. Please give me that bhakti which is purifying, which is even so dear to Lord Shiva. That bhakti of your lotus feet, that only I want. I don't want anything else. Bhagavan immediately was so pleased. Bhagavan said, Tathastu, evamastu, very good. And Bhagavan's rule is, you come to me as you are. I will accept you. But if you put up a show and wear a mask and come, I don't like it. So here Vibhishan openly said, I had this desire, but now nothing is there. Now I just want your devotion. I want nothing else. So please bless me with that devotion. So Bhagavan is saying, Tathastu. Granted. But he's saying, Jadapi. हाँ मागा जदपि सखा तव इच्छा नहीं. Dear Vibhishan, I know you don't want, but still he ordered that get water from the ocean, because in the ocean all reverse waters will be there. So it is all Sarva Nadi Jala. So bring the water from the ocean. And said, Jadapi sakha tava ichha nahi. You don't desire becoming the king, but daras more darasu amogh jag mahi. Said, but if you have met me, I can't not give you anything. So Vibhishan said, but I am asking you, you give me bhakti, no? You don't give me all these things. I don't need anything worldly. So he said, there is another important aspect. Amogh jag mahi. In the worldly sense also, you should get something. Why? Because if you meet me, you will get progress on the spiritual path also, and even in the world also. And that is my vrata. And another thing is that we will come to know later, towards the end of Sundarkand we'll come to know, that he was saying that I have no desire, but still that sukshma thing was still there. He still was, because he was hurt so much that he really wanted to express himself, serve the society, and also that thing was there. So therefore, Bhagavan said, although you say you don't need it, but I have to. As kahi Ram tilak tehi sara. Immediately he did Rajabhisheka and did his Raj tilak and said, I declare Vibhishana as the king of Lanka. Now we may say that how come from political standpoint, how can this be possible? You are in a foreign land with foreign people, and how can you appoint somebody as the leader of the country in some foreign land by foreign person? So this may be a question, but the point is, here there is no foreign land and foreign country, because Bhagavan is the real owner of the whole universe. So from that standpoint, he is appointing because it is his Lanka only. Ravan usko leke baitha hua hai. But now Bhagavan has decided that he should be the leader. That's it. He has to appoint. And Upanishad says that Yatha Tathyatorthan Vedadat Shashvatibhyas Samabhyah. Upanishad says that Ishvara appoints anyone he wants in important positions, whereas he wishes. So here he is saying that not only that Vibhishan was protected from that wrath of Ravana, but also here that Lanka which Lord Shiva gave to Ravana, that power that Lord Shiva gave to Ravana after offering his 10 heads, Bhagavan just gave to Vibhishana just like that because of his devotion. It is not that Vibhishan did not offer. Vibhishan offered himself. Ravana offered his head and said, give me devotion. Give me power. Vibhishan offered himself only, that I am yours. Now if you are mine, then I can appoint you as the king. So Bhagavan says, you do this job. And here Tulsidas ji very beautifully says, there is a very important comment for all of us. As Prabhu chhadi bhajahi je ana, te nar pasu binu pooch bishana. I hope he is not talking about us. As Prabhu chhadi, this kind of Bhagavan who is so very loving and generous, leaving this kind of Bhagavan, if somebody is running after limited objects of the world or people or anything like that, then that is not an intelligent human being. It is an animal only without horns and tail. That's all. So I also don't have horns and tail. That is what is described here. So as he's saying that this kind of Bhagwan is there. Where does our mind need to go to be happy? This is the place. Then further, Bhagwan said, now okay, we have to move forward. We have not come here just to to the beach for a picnic. We have to go further and we have to reach Lanka. Now Hanumanji alone, you jumped and went and jumped and came back, but everyone cannot go. So we have to do something. So what should we do? How can we proceed to Lanka? So he asked, Sugriv, Vibhishan, both of them are devotees, but Bhagwan accepted both of them as friends, Sakha. Why? Because both were kings. See, Bhagwan gave equal importance that I am also in the form of a king now, and these two are also, one is Vanar Raj, other is Rakshas Raj. So both of them are Rajas, so they are my friends, they are equal to me. So Bhagwan gives this kind of love towards the devotees. So he said, hey Lankesh, hey Kapish, tell me, what should I do? How can we go? So now Sugriv was silent. Why he was silent? Because last time he felt that he was very intelligent and he told, in my opinion, according to political science, we should not do anything. We should not trust the spy and we should, imprison him, etc., etc. And then Bhagwan said, Sharanagata Vatsala, that is my nature, so I can't do that. Bring him here. So then Sugriv learnt, he said, I should not be over smart and tell something, Bhagwan knows everything, so let me keep quiet. But Vibhishan was newly there and he wanted an opportunity to serve. So he was so happy. Sugriv already got opportunities to serve. He already sent all this, battalions in different directions and all these things. So he has already contributed something. But here, Vibhishana has got the first chance. So he immediately jumped in and he said, I feel, Bhagwan, that your ancestors have only brought about this Sagar. So he is your Kula Devata also. So then he will be very gracious to you. So why not request to him? I know your one arrow can completely dry up the ocean. You don't need anybody's help. But still, again, Niti says, Dharma says, so according to Dharma, this is there. Bhagwan doesn't need to follow any of these things. But as a Bhakta, we know only this much. So we are advising. So he is saying, I feel that Sunahu Raghunayaka Koti Sindhu Shoshak Tavasayaka Jadyapi Tadapi Niti Asigai Binaya Kariya Sagar Sanjai. You please request him. He will show some path and then we will be able to go. Now, Bhagwan immediately said, Sakha kahi tum niki upai, kariya daiva jo hoi sahai. He said, oh dear friend, you have given a very good advice. Let me do that only and let us see what is there in store for us in the destiny and that will happen. Now Lakshmanji was listening. Mantra na yah Lachiman man bhava. Lakshmanji did not like this. He said, Bhagwan. He took Bhagwan to one side. He said, Bhagwan, what is this? Why are you listening to him? Don't listen to him. You just take your, सुखा दो उसको, चले जाते हैं, टाइम नहीं है हमारे पास, क्या आप बैठ के उसकी उन्नति कर रहे हो? And you are the Lord of the universe, you can't do this. He was really, कादर मन को एक आधारा दैव दैव आलसी पुकारा. भगवान, what is, भरोसा क्या है? You will sit and request and then they will, already they are taking you for granted. And now they will take you for granted more. And they will not come only to help you. No, I don't believe this is the right approach. Sunat bihasi bole Raghuvira. Bhagwan laughed and said, don't worry Lakshman, What you say only will happen eventually. But now I need to listen to Vibhishan. Why? Because he has newly joined us. And I have asked for advice. If, see, this is leadership. Bhagavan teaches us leadership also. He says, if I reject everybody's things, last time I rejected because I knew that he is a Sharanagata, therefore I knew that. So I had to reject what Sugriv said. Now if I reject what Vibhishan also said, they will not come forward and participate. I have to listen to them sometimes. You may not like it, and what you say, that only is right. And we will do eventually that only. But right now, I have to listen to him. And this is also very important in leadership, that the team member should not get demoralized, should not get disinterested just because the leader is not listening to us at all. So if this time also I reject, then Sugriv will get a message that he is only asking for the sake of it. He is not listening to us actually. So then third time onwards, nobody will give any advice. And when we really need, and we will see in Sundarkand, it is very evident that Vibhishana advises Ramchandraji at the right moment. And that also Ramchandraji was not dependent, but he gave an opportunity to Vibhishana to serve. So here also he's saying he has come to serve, I should listen to him. So then he did pranams, went and sat there, spread some straws and all, आसन बना के बैठ गए. और now when Vibhishana was sent here, when Vibhishana came here, that time Ravan, he said go get out and all those things, but he was also curious what will happen there, what is happening there. So he sent two spies, Guptachar, he sent from Lanka. They were called Shuka and Sarika. These two spies were there, and they came to see, and they all Bahurupiyas, so they assumed Vanar form only, and they were looking around and seeing what all was happening. And when they saw all this happening, they saw how Vibhishan was accepted and made the king and all. They were so overwhelmed with devotion. They became Ram Bhakta. आए थे गुप्तचर बन के भक्त बन गए. See, best way of conversion is love, not force. That's why Gurudev said converting Hindus back to Hinduism. So these Rakshasas, they were cursed. Some Muni only, but they were cursed. So they were serving Ravana for some time. So now they also converted into Ram Bhakta. And then they started talking to each other that, oh, Bhagavan is so great and he is so great and all these things. And they forgot that they are in a disguise. They left their disguise. Their real form came out. And they kept talking. They did not realize that because when you are disguising, you have to be very alert. Otherwise, your real form will come out. So the real form came out and they were still saying, oh, great Bhagavan, great Bhagavan. And these Vanaras moving. Who is this saying great Bhagavan? Suddenly, we know it long time ago, and here suddenly somebody has realized that. Who is this? And they saw two Asuras, two Rakshasas. Immediately they caught hold of them and brought to Sugriv. Sugrivji, Maharaj, these are really spies, not that like Vibhishan. Now what should we do with them? So Sugriv said, now I can't disturb Ramchandraji. He is now praying to Samudra Devata. So now I want to disturb him. So I will only have to take a decision. So what should I do? So he said, Anga Bhanga Kari Patavo Nishichar. He said, you cut their limbs and let them go. So what limbs? So see, there Hanumanji's tail was found to be most dear. Here for Rakshasa, for Asura, the word Asura means the one who revels in sense pleasure. Asushu ramante iti asuraha. So those sense pleasures, so sense organs are the most dear to the Asura. So he said, cut off their nose and ears, like Lakshmanji did for Shurpanakha also. He said, cut and let them go. Now these These people had heard what Hanumanji said and what all they did to Hanumanji. So they wanted to do the same with these two people, taking revenge, So they tied both of them, and they also got some. They didn't have any instruments or anything, but monkeys don't need anything, no, from nature only. Whatever they got with stones and everything, tuck tuck, they started playing some instrument, and with their mouth they started making noise, and they started taking them all around and kicking them and hitting them and taking them around the camp. Said, you took him around the city, we will take you around our camp. With our Hanumanji, you did this. Now see, this is what we can also do. So they started doing. Now these people got so scared that now after this they will cut the nose and ears. So they started saying, please leave us, please forgive us. Now we are also devotees of Ramchandraji. Now keep quiet. I know you are all Mayavi people. You say whatever you want to say. Nothing do. So then they said, no. Ramchandraji's shapath. Please, I take Bhagwan in Bhagwan's name. Please leave us. Now when they said Ramchandraji's name, immediately Lakshmanji heard. What is this? Come here. So they brought him there. So what happened? Please, 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 leave us, leave us. What happened? Then Bhagwan, no, we have come as spies, but we have nothing against you, and we have nothing to report also against you, because there's nothing bad here. So we will tell whatever is there. Please let us go, let us go. Now Lakshmanji said, okay. So then they said, release them first. Okay, release. Can we go? Said, wait. Then he wrote a letter. And writing a letter, he said, go tell your foolish king to read this. And tell him that I have sent him this message. So they said, okay, now can we go? Said, yes, go. Immediately they flew off. Akash Marg, they could fly. So they flew off. And on the way, so great Ramchandraji, and we thought only he is great, but his younger brother also is so great. Lakshmanji is also so great. So Ram, Lakshmana, Jai, 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 Jai Kar. They came all the way back to Lanka, straight went to Ravana's court and stood there, stubbed. So now Ravan saw, said, what's wrong with you? What happened to you? So here very beautiful chopais are there. From after 52, we will read a couple of dohas. तुरत नाई लक्ष्मण पद माथा, चले दूत बरनत गुण गाथा, कहत राम जसु लंका आए, रावण चरण शीस तिन नाय, बिहसि दसानन पूछी बाता, कहसि न सुख आपनि कुशलाता, पुनि कहु खबरि विभीषण केरी, जाहि मृत्यु आई अति नेरी, करत राज लंका सठ त्यागी, होई जब कर कीट अभागी, पुनि कहु भालु की सकट काई, कठिन काल प्रेरित चली आई, जिनके जीवन कर रखवारा, भयउ मृदुल चित सिंधु विचारा, कहु तपसिन के बात बहोरी, जिनके हृदय दास अति मोरी, की भई भेंट की फिरी गए, श्रवण सुजसु सुनि मोर, कहसि न रिपुदल तेज बल, बहुत चकित चित चोर, नाथ कृपा करि पूछे हूँ जैसे, मानहु कहा क्रोध तजि तैसे, मिला जाय जब अनुज तुम्हारा, जात ही रावण दूत हमहि सुनि काना, कपिन बांधि दीने दुख नाना, श्रवण नासिका काटे लागे, राम सपथ दीने हम त्यागे, पूछिहु नाथ राम कटकाई, बदन कोटि सत बरनि न जाई, नाना बरन भालु कपिधारी, विकटानन विशाल भयकारी, जयपुर दह्यो हत्यो सुत तोरा, सकल कपिन महति बलु थोरा, घोरा अमित नाम बट कठिन कराला अमित नाग बल विपुल विशाला विविध मयंद नील नल अंगद गद विकटासी दधिमुख के हरि निसठ सठ जामवंत बल राशि सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. So Ravan asked Dihasi, he started laughing and then he asked, okay, tell me, how are you? Both of you are fine? You have come back from the enemy territory. Are you okay? Then he said, first tell me what happened to that traitor brother of mine who left me and went. Now he is going to die very soon. Tell me about what happened to him. Then next, you tell him about the army. Tell me about the army. What is that? Bears and monkeys and all I have heard. How big is the army? How strong are they? Tell me. And then also tell me about those tapasvis. Are they still there? Or hearing my name they ran away? What arrogance. Ki bhai bhet ki phiri gaye shravan sujas suni more. Tell me. And then after asking all these questions, they looked up and down on these dutas. And he said, Kahasi na ripudal tej bala bahut chakit chitutor. What happened? You are just stunned and standing in front of me. What happened to you? Why are you not replying? Now, this Shuka, one of the dutas, he said, Nath, kripa kari पूछूं जैसे मान हो कहा क्रोध तजित ऐसे. See, the way you have asked questions, you laughed and asked questions and very enthusiastically. Like that, attentively listen to the answers also without getting angry. Which means I know there is whatever I'm going to say is going to make you angry, but still without getting angry, please listen to us. Listening is important. We just heard this and came. Shravan important. Listen. Tell me, what is it? फिर मिला जाए जब अनुज तुम्हारा जाते ही राम तिलक ते सारा. As soon as your brother went to meet him, immediately he did Raj Tilak and called him Lankesh. Then, and as soon as they heard that we are your dutas, your messengers, immediately they tied us up and they were going to cut our nose and ears. But Ram sapat dine hum tyage. But in the name of Ramji only, we were released. Slowly, this temperature is increasing here. The anger meter is increasing. Then, Bhagavan, King, you asked about the army. Badan koti sat barani na jai. It cannot be described by thousands and crores of mouths also is insufficient to describe the army that they have. Really? Nana baran bhalu kapidhari. Different colors, different sizes, all different strength of the bhalu, all these bears and kapi, all these monkeys. Bikatanana, Visal Bhayakari. Their face itself is so terrible to look at that people will get scared looking at them itself. Vishal, they are so huge and instilling fear in anyone. And one more thing I want to tell you, because we have a very strong, it's a relative term, right? So you need a reference point to understand how strong. So I'll give you a reference point. You remember there was one of them who came here few days ago. That one you remember? Sakal kapin mah tehi balu thora. He is the weakest in all of them. Remember that one? He is the weakest. Now see, weakest, we may say that why did he say like that? So there are two possibilities. One is maybe he wants to instill fear in Ravana's mind also, that no, leave this, this is a foolish thing, forget about this. So maybe he wanted to instill fear. Otherwise, they would have really felt so, because there Hanumanji was not like jumping around and showing his might and all. He was in front of Ramchandraji, he was just at his feet. He was like a servant. So then they felt that they sent some servant, not even a soldier. प्यून को भेजा, सिपाही को भी नहीं भेजा, और वो इतना उत्पात मचा गया, तो सही में सिपाही आएगा तो क्या होगा? So they were so they themselves felt like that could be like that, or they said just to insist, whatever may be the reason, सकल कपिन महते ही बोलो थोड़ा, अमित नाम भट कठिन कराला. Now what to talk of, so many names. We could not even remember the names there, but some of the names are very, very popular, and they are all so very rough and tough. They are so strong and they are so dangerous. Amit Nag Bal Vipula Bisala, they are not only huge, they have the strengths of many, many elephants in each one of them. And some of those names you have also heard. In our local Lanka times also, their names come. You must have heard. Really? Who are they? He gives name. Dvivida, Mayanda, Neela, Nala, Angada, Gada, Vikatasi, Dadimukha, Kehari, Nisatha, Satha, Jamavanta. All these Balarasi, very, very strong people. All these. Have you heard these names? These are only a handful of generals there. Rest, so many are there. Ravan could not digest only. So then Sukha said, should I continue now or tell later? Okay, you tell tomorrow. That is enough. So Ravan has really got scared. So we should not scare him further. ये तो गया, कुछ बचा है, बचा है. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम.